Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook Live at Happy Monday, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. I am so excited to be here. And the cool thing is, I really do love high noon. And I'm not just saying it because I like to say it, but I really seriously do. There are meetings all day long on Mondays, which I am grateful for. I get to do a posting party first, then I have a meeting, then this, then another meeting after that, and another posting party tonight. So I really do love Mondays. And I try and sneak a couple one-on-one ones in between. So Mondays really are my favorite.
You know, at high noon, I'm just starting to wake up because I have to.
Oh, I bet you've probably been outside digging in some kind of dirt today.
Yeah. You know, I've actually been in my garage sanding. I finished up the sanding of the new. I bought some new windows over the weekend, so I've been sanding my windows. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
All right.
we're almost there. The windows are almost prepped and ready to be put in their little box.
Nice. Well, I
So,
assume a little box means a frame.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Cool. I love that so much. So we are so awesome with traditions here at Doc and Queenie. So I bet you know something about our national days of, and something tells me since Monday traditionally has been weird days of, is that consistent with today?
Today is a weird day, yes, but there are a few little things that are little glimmers of hope.
Okay.
One I know rocks your boat.
What's
It
that?
is Recycle Now Week.
Okay, I can get all over that. Yep.
I'm a big recycler myself, so you know, it is good and good for the environment. I actually, sorry, go ahead.
I was with a lady on Friday, and she lives in Los Angeles, and she has 5 children, several of whom are college age. And she told me they buy 8 cases of bottled water on Sunday, and usually by Wednesday, they have to go fetch 8 more. So bad enough that they're drinking that stuff, but I had to ask, what does your recycle bin look like? And she made a face and said, we had to purchase a second container from our facility because that's what they come and fetch every single week. And I did the math. Even if she bought the water on sale, I said, do you like a specific brand? And she said, no, whatever's on sale, it doesn't really matter. And of course, pop goes the head. And so, yeah, so think about the money. And she wants a machine, needless to say, but think about the money I can save her, not to mention 8 cases twice in a week of bottles. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I appreciate Recycle Week, Doc.
I know you do. I know you do. No, you know, from my little corner of the world and what I do, I'm constantly recycling. Actually, I had a hose blow up this summer. Basically, it blew a hole. So I'm turning it into a soaker hose. So I'm recycling it because I just can't throw it away. It was actually a brand new hose. So
that
yeah.
Doesn't even seem right. Like, how on earth does a hose just blow?
Well, you know, I didn't get I used to get top of the line hoses, like you spend an arm and half a leg. And this time I was trying to cut some costs, and now I know why I don't cut costs on hose. I mean, it literally exploded.
Wow. Well, the good news is you got a soaker hose for free.
Yes, I got a soaker hose for free. Yes.
The little
But
things that make us happy, apparently.
yes, but I also recycle. I like to recycle, and I just think, you know, bottled water, my naturopathy opinion, just like the amount of plastic in that is being absorbed into the body, Kangen all the way. There's our plug. But it's also today, it is, where did I find it? I had it here, National Eye Health Week.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a biggie for me as well. I definitely appreciate, we only get 2. And so I do think it's one of those take care of your eyes at all costs kind of thing. And all these screens and things that we've got going on with all this lighting and stuff in our offices these days, I'm sure it's even a bigger deal at this point.
Have you noticed, you probably haven't because you have very good eyes, you don't have glasses, but have you noticed like after an entire day of staring at the screen, I notice like when I step away, I'm just like, oh, my eyes.
Yeah, I definitely do for sure. And it's one of those kind of things, I feel like a person in a cave when you go outside, because I can't wait to get outside. And then I go outside and it's like,
Yeah.
it's a very bizarre feeling to go from. And even with all the lights in these offices, I'm still, when you go outside in the sunshine, it's like, oh,
Totally.
hey, how did I do this? So I can't imagine what it would be like now for people who are in offices all day long to be able to go outside. I mean, what does that look like? And if their eyes are weak or not healthy for some reason, I think that would be an even larger struggle.
Yes. Well, and my eyes have actually gotten progressively worse because I've been working on the computer a lot.
Oh, I just the
Just-
blogging and your writing that you do for that company that you work with. I can't imagine that you ever get a break from the visual on these screens. At least I can look around and,
I
play.
don't. Well, and if you can see the tint on my glasses, I've got a tint and that's supposed to block off the blue light. So
Let us hope that that is working.
I don't know. I'm just slowly going blind.
Don't do that. No, please don't do that with everything that you
I'm
do.
trying not to.
Blind is the opposite of what you need.
You'll have to drive me around then, Queenie.
Driving around would not be the problem, my friend. Gardening and worms and slugs. Don't think.
Queenie, could you dig up a hole over here? Could you plant
No.
that seed for me?
When you did that slug on your glove last week, I was like, sister, you're killing me. And you were just holding it. And I went, if I thought that thing was in my yard, I would sell the house.
I thought it was cool, actually.
No,
But
it is not cool, Doc. No.
okay, well, we'll just let that one slide. Opposites do attract.
We'll stick with that. No more slugs.
So before we get started on what we were talking about that we're going to do today, anything new in the Land of Water or HNP?
The Land of Water is doing fantastic. Actually, I think I mentioned last week that another person found me on the internet, because I always say, how did you find me? And that's what he was talking about. Hashtags, Overland Park, Kangen Water, Midwest, all that stuff. And it obviously is working. So that's cool. He knew exactly what machine he wanted. He said, can you help me make the order? And I was like, well, that was easy. So absolutely. And that was fun. HNP has a huge event coming up on Friday, October 7th. And tickets for all 6 hours of networking are only $25 right now, which is super cool, because September 25th, they go up to $35. And so it's on hopin.com, like bunny hop, hopin.com, and that platform is free. And then your HNP ticket, when you buy it from the website or from me, however you want to connect, then they transfer those a couple days before the event and it's all ready to go. So it's a very cool platform.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I went to one of those last year and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're so looking forward to it. I happen to know from a little birdie that we have an iPad that we're giving away, a $250 gift card, several other cash cards.
To Starbucks?
That'd probably last you a good weekend. I don't know.
At least a weekend, yeah.
But several cash cards, and there's lots of other prizes during the day. But I'm super excited. $250. I just thought, wow, there we go. Good
cool.
Start on Christmas shopping. So anyway, I'm super excited. I know
Very
there's
cool.
much going on in your world, but I think your focus from what I see on Instagram is greenhouse. Is that true?
Yes, we are like a week and a half away from actually putting it up.
Oh,
so
wow.
All of the prep work, and it's been quite a big deal with just prepping, digging in the clay and leveling, and then putting cement blocks down and base plates and bolts and cement, and so. Oh, and last week I've got everything sanded as far as the windows. Now I have to go back and glaze the glass parts. There are pieces that are missing part of the glazing, which is it's like a putty that holds the pane of glass in place, which is important.
I would think so. Even I know that.
And so I've got a whole bunch. I've got 30 windows. Yeah. I've got 30 windows. I'd say probably five to seven need some glazing work. And then I have to paint everybody. And this weekend I spent several hours putting the puzzle pieces together to see where the windows are going to go. And that was fun. Because it's like, it's not perfect, which I keep trying to get it as close to perfect. It'll look cool, but it's challenging.
I wouldn't think, since you didn't purchase all the windows the same size, I wouldn't think perfect is possible. This feels a little more like a collage to me.
It is a collage. We're just trying to use up as much space so we don't have to fill in.
Okay.
Like there's gaps. And we, the material you fill the gaps in with are only options that we can think of, unless somebody has a suggestion, are polycarbonate plastic sheeting, which is incredibly expensive. If you saw my Facebook post this weekend, we bought our roof, and there's that, or glass blocks, and those aren't cheap either, and plus they're a certain size and they're heavy, so but we're almost there. So I'm getting excited. So
I think we know where to go if there's a tornado in Kansas City, except this baby ain't moving.
I don't think it's gonna go
Oh, wow. That is
anywhere. Yeah, the house will get blown apart, but we'll all be hiding on the floor of the greenhouse. So yeah, but all right. Well, we were talking the other day about one of my favorite, it's not really social media tools that I use on my social media pages, like, well, all of them. I've used them on LinkedIn. I've used it on Instagram. I've used it on my videos for YouTube's. I use it for my clients, my website clients. I mean, I use it all over the place, and that is the wonderful Canva app.
okay. I actually love Canva. I know very little about it. I just make pictures and birthday memes and things like that, but show us what you got. I see, is Canva how you make those pre-video intro things?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
I'm going to try and do
Very little about that.
I'm going to try and do a little quickie version, and this is unrehearsed, untimed, so bear with me.
No, it's okay.
But at least it'll give people, if you're thinking in that direction, at least it'll show you just the basics and how to think as far as putting together a video.
Okay.
Because there is a method to the madness. All right. Let me, of course, I don't have it up on my screen. Please hold. I forgot to put it up on my screen. All right. Let me try it again. There we are. Okay, I'm gonna move you out of the way. I don't know where to put you. I think we'll put you there. Okay, so I'm gonna make just like a Doc and Queenie intro video. We'll
okay.
call it. And a lot of times you can either download a video that you've done on your camera, or you can download a video that Canva gives you. But I'll show you a very basic option today. We're going to take some images and we're going to make a little intro video out of them. So we're going to start with Doc and Queenie. So I've got, actually, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put, I've got our little square here. I don't know where to put it. There we go. Okay, so before I even do that, let me back up, and I apologize. Here, this is basically our slide. This is slide number 1. This is where it'll start. I like to make it bigger so I can see, because I am blind. I always put a color in the background. So today, since I know we kind of like purple, we'll kind of do that type of purple. And then we've got our images here. You can upload your files from your computer hard drive. I usually dump all of my pictures that I take pictures of or collages in this area off of my computer hard drive. And then you've got basically, as you can see here, you've got, I've got pictures galore, and this is everything I work with wherever I'm at. So I've got some Doc and Queenie pictures. So everybody's gonna love the life-size picture of Doc and Queenie. Oops, I've already cut our faces off, so.
Yeah, let's
We're
definitely
doing-
make us bigger. Oh my gosh.
We'll just do this just for, fun. So,
Okay.
all right, so we're going to animate. You can animate your slides. So I'm going to put Doc and Queenie, we're going to put a title on it. And I think we will take one of these titles down here. They give you examples of titles off to the left. We're gonna go yellow today. What do you think?
Cool.
All right, and I'm going to change that if I can get there. Okay, that's a little bit too small. So there we go in there. I'm just changing the words. This is a wonderful application. You can basically do anything. It's like what you teach, Queenie. Push a button. Okay, so there's our title. We're going to animate our title. Of course, now I got to move us around here. We're going to animate this, which means it's going to move around. We've got some options of moving it around. We can have it pan, we can have each line do their own thing. We can have it fade in. We can do, I think what we will do is we will have each line do their own thing to just make it a little more interesting. So there's Doc. Oops. I lost my animation. There's and then Queenie, we are going to have you tumble in. So there's your animation.
Right. Uh-huh.
So
To save it.
to save it, we go up to the upper left hand under file. And I've already, if you can see my arrow here, and I apologize, I don't do a lot of Zoom with presentations. So if
No, it shows great. Mm-hmm.
something doesn't make sense or I'm talking too fast or whatever, just I've already made my title Doc and Queenie intro.
Okay.
I go to the file and I just save my changes right there.
Okay.
So this is our first slide, basically. I'm going to hit play just to see what it looks like. So there you go. I'm thinking that's just a little bit too fast. So we're going to go back to our animate. Okay. This area off to the left, it's coming in as an entrance. It's coming into the slide, and this little slide bar can make it go slow or fast. If you go less, it goes super slow. If you, of course, go to the other side, it goes super fast. So we're gonna just do an entry, and we're gonna make it super slow. So we will do the same thing to and on speed, and it's just an entry into it. You can do both if you want your text to zoom in and zoom out, and that's what this part is, or you can just have it zoom out. There's, and it's, once again, you have to play with it. But since we're having everything just enter in on a slower, see, our and is definitely slowed down there.
Uh-huh.
And then we will do the same for
But
Queenie.
you have to do every line separate, right?
Yes, everything. It's very tedious.
Okay. You know
it's
how
very-
good I am at tedious.
I know you love tedious, Queenie.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to move this back over and see how that looks. There we go. It's a lot slower. So, and this is very basic. I'm not even gonna stop there. So that's our first slide. Now, this is a video, so I would like some music. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna add some audio. So, I'm just gonna pick, we're gonna do the happy whistling ukulele today. What do you think?
Nice.
So we're gonna try it out and see how it sounds. So that's what we've got so
Okay,
far.
please hold, okay?
Yes,
Top of your screen, we couldn't hear the sound,
you
so-
couldn't, okay.
but let me tell you, at the top of your screen on your computer, when you mouse over everything where it says stop share, at the
Yes,
side of that says options. So click on the options or the three dots or the more, whatever that looks like, by the share screen thing.
okay.
Click on that and hit share sound.
Ah, there it is. Okay, I totally
Okay, so
forgot
now
about
please
that.
play the music and let's see if we can hear it this time.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh. Done.
So
We
there's
heard
our
it
music.
perfectly, so good job.
Okay, so that is a basic on just a video. I mean, there's a lot involved with it and there's a lot of detail. So we'll do another one and do you have any questions?
The first question I have is, if we've got Doc and Queenie intro at the beginning with the music, and all of a sudden I have a YouTube video, something, Doc and Queenie guest live person, then we can upload the YouTube channel video into right here and our Doc and Queenie intro will start it.
Yes,
Okay, that's very, very cool.
yes. You can, you mean, yeah, I have been for my videos, if anybody goes to my YouTube channel and you see my most recent videos, the past 3 or 4, because I've been playing around with video editors and that kind of thing. I do my intro on Canva because it's super easy. And what I love about this also, let me show you, and I'm sidetracking a little bit. Down here in the lower left of your slide, this is a 5-second slide. So I can actually shorten that or lengthen it. We'll see what it looks like at 3.5 seconds. I forgot to save it, so let me back up. All right. So we are going to make that 3.5, if I can get it. 3.5. Okay. So now it's not working. Not working. I wonder what just happened.
Is
Let's
it
try
too
again.
short?
It might be too short. Okay,
3.5
so
too short with the music thing?
we will do 6 seconds now. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. So we're going to go back to our effects, or I'm sorry, our animation. And we're going to exit out at the end of the slide. So no, didn't even do it. But anyways, this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on as far as different things that you can do. You just fade it out. You can do
Wow.
intros on this. You can attach them to your YouTube videos, but you have to do that through a video editor. On here, you can upload, like I was talking before, we've got our videos. I've got, this actually is an entire video that I used a video editor with. This is just a short 28-second teaching that I did, but you can download them or upload them from your files onto Canva and then just basically place them, like you just hit a button and it loads it on. That's my entire video from one of my lessons. It's that simple. Because this is a 6-minute video, the only thing that I don't really care for, like I cannot split this up because it's an entire piece of a video. I can't break it up. I basically have to start from scratch if I want to use any of those slides, which if you look at my files, you can see I've got them in my files here already.
This is seriously the coolest
So
ever.
that's just a very basic, simple It's very cool. There's a lot you can do. If I had a little more time and wasn't slapping it together, I could kind of, but it gives you an idea. It gives you something, it gives you another tool to make things fun and exciting.
Okay, so once you've uploaded, from YouTube into this file right here, how do you save it to be one video? And then how do you upload that to your YouTube channel?
So you would, let's say this is our intro video. This is our intro video. You just click on it. And it just added, actually, it just overlapped it. Let me do that. Let me go backwards. Here's a very important key right there. Go backwards. Okay, we're done with that one. So you would load it onto your Canva. And then you would go to the share button, upper right-hand corner. Hit download.
Okay.
That gives you your MP4 suggestion. Then you would download it and save it in your file. So it'll sandwich the two together.
So it then saves it to your desktop file or wherever you save it to.
Yes.
And that's
wherever you save it.
And that's how you upload it to your YouTube channel, because that's what I do all the time. Wow, this has been fantastic. Now, let me honestly say to those of you listening with us today on Doc and Queenie Facebook Live, these tutorials, obviously Doc is very good at what she does. And I really mean it, Doc. First of all, I can see why it takes you a while to get all your stuff so perfect, because yours is literally like gorgeous quality. And I get that. But isn't it awesome that we have tools that we can actually not only learn from each other, but there's so much that can be done from this stuff. I mean, so much that can be done, because I've done trainings from my Enagic website. And that's how I learned how to share sound on the share screen thing. And then you teach us how to do the Canva upload. How do I get it to my YouTube channel? Because that's such a big focus for me today. And I'm back to that same drill. You know how to do so much. Many of our watchers, our viewers, our listeners know how to do so much. And it's so cool when a community comes together and we can learn from each other. I love this.
Yeah. It's just like your posting parties, Queenie. We all have experimented and learned and developed and grown from everything. This, like you just said, is a tool. Like you and I have talked outside of this. What I want as far as my videos, I like having the intros. I like having it look a certain way. Yes, it is timely, but to me, the end result for me is worth it. Because eventually I'm going 100% virtual. So I have to have that quality there. And these tools are fantastic. Even if you don't want, whatever. Yes, ma'am, Queenie.
I have a question, Doc. Do you have Canva paid version to do what you just did?
I have the Premier or the Pro version. Yes. Okay. But it's $11.99, I do believe. I'm trying to remember. They might have kicked the price up. It's $10 to $15 a month. To me, that is worth it. That is worth the cost. Totally.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering if that is for free also, or how that works, because it looks like it's pretty razzle dazzle to be a free version of Canva.
The Pro version gives you more choices. You have more choices in pictures, videos, templates, audio, you name it.
Okay, that's so awesome. And
and you can manipulate more. So
being able to share.
I would recommend if you want more options and a higher quality, I would suggest Pro. And then there's so many other things I can do too. I'm doing banners on LinkedIn. I'm doing posts on Instagram. You do that a lot with posts and different Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And there's a list. You go, oh, I want an Instagram post. I push the button, put it together, hit send, and it attaches to your account and off it goes. It's that easy. And if you have a mental block, a creative block, they have templates. You just fill in the information that you want and then you're done. So one example, I know we have to go here in a few seconds, but it was on my, I do believe this one actually, I think this was part, I'm trying to remember. Well, our 2-year anniversary was a Canva arrangement that I just
Wow.
filled in the template with our picture and our own text, and off we go. I was going to say, well, this one I think is an oldie, but we've got we did that one on actually an Instagram collage. So, but all the tools are great.
Instagram collage. Wow.
We'll have to teach on that one too.
Yeah. And see, honestly, I think it is so awesome. The technology that we have to be able to do a screen share. How to do this? How to do that? You can tell people all day long. You can even work with them on a Zoom call. But until you actually do the screen share thing, nobody would understand that. And so I just think, I really mean it. This is fantastic. And to be able to have a Canva tutorial by someone who uses it so expertly, I think this is fantastic. I mean, I seriously do. And thank you, honestly, Doc, thank you a million for this and the animation and all the pieces that you've learned. Now for the big question.
Yes.
You learn all of that dynamic expertise by pushing buttons or learn from YouTube or Canva tutorial.
Pushing buttons and YouTube, but more pushing buttons than anything.
Okay. All right, because I always like to learn, am I the only button pusher out there, or because I go to YouTube for stuff a lot?
I have gone through a lot of trial and error.
That's a nice way to put it.
A lot of trial and error. But if I get stuck, I go to YouTube. When I get stuck, I go to YouTube. But I usually push buttons and play with things, you know, because you're not going to break it, because it's not going anywhere, because you're not going to download it or send it anywhere. So I would encourage push the button. Yeah. So just like you teach.
That is awesome. I love this so much. I hate to say, but
It's time. It always flies. You know, maybe we can do another more, I'll have to put together more of a Canva training that we can do sometime with folks. Maybe we can do it kind of like a posting party out there. So
Yes.
if anybody's interested, let us know, and we could put something together. So thank you everyone for joining us today, Monday, September 19th at Doc and Queenie Facebook
Wow.
Live at check out Queenie's Facebook page and LinkedIn and Instagram account, or if you just want to go directly to her website, it's kathyweaverkc.com or Kathy Weaver's KC everywhere else, or check out my website at kitchengardenexpert.com or Kitchen Garden Expert everywhere else. So everybody have a blessed and fantastic week. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you later.
Thank you so much. And thank you again, Doc. This was fantastic. Bye for now.